Yeah.
Is someone cutting a tree down or something? What's that noise?
Okay, let me mute him. Just kidding. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to 360. He does have outbursts. I don't know if it's Tourette's or whatever, but once in a while he just bursts out with stuff. I don't know what he's hearing, chainsaws or whatever. Anyway, welcome to 360. Tonight's a big night. We know that. Great start to the new year. A lot going on, obviously, a lot going on behind the scenes and stuff we can even see over in the Mideast and half the world. It's growing every day. So we're in a good place. As you see in the poster in the back office, the corporate webinar starts at 10 o'clock. Okay. Whatever other webinars are on, they're on. That's okay. Everything has been set up. If you were not given a panelist link, go to the attendees. That does not mean you will not be pulled on from the attendees. Keep in mind, okay? You can only hold so many at a time. And what else do I want to say? A lot of videos, I don't know if everybody's noticing, they do 2 or 3 videos every day. And all these videos that come out are content. And content grows and grows and grows and grows. If you go online and you start punching in Onpassive, you'll start seeing them. And as we had said in the past, YouTube has become the biggest search engine, right? I mean, I go to YouTube for everything, almost like I did for Google, believe it or not, because you can find anything on there. Really, it's amazing. Anyway, so keep in touch. I know people have a couple of issues. They're working on it. I'm going to say this again, which is starting to get on my nerves. I say it so much. We are an Onpassive. Mr. Mufareh is the CEO. We're going to be good. Everything's fine. They know anything that you're thinking about that might be a concern or some type of anxiety. Don't worry. They know. They're working on it. Trust me. And if they didn't know, we say something and then they usually say, yeah, we know, we got it. So a new version of Connect is coming out. I don't know when, but it could be any day. He said 30 days from now, and that was about 3 weeks ago, I believe, on this date. I'm not sure, but close. But like I said, the reason Mr. Mufareh doesn't talk about future, what we're going to have in this week, next month, or whatever, is because too many people hold it to the hour, and that's just not the way a big company like this, it's not the way they operate. A regular company, a regular big company, there's things seen and unseen that they have no control over. And a company like this, where we have multiple big companies on one platform, it's just there's too many moving parts and too many, other things involved that the company really doesn't have any control over. Because you're always dealing with other people. Even in the United States, you have federal law, but you got 50 states, and all the states have a different rule or law or whatever. Like we've all said, us three at least for the last, I don't know how many years, go in and check it out. Connect and all the other products we have, the 3 free, and they have a lot of features that I don't believe some of you know. If you go check it out, you're going to go, well, I didn't know they had that. Like things floating around, like that music. They added a lot more music, more upbeat. It even has now where you can upload your own music. So all these little things are coming in. And now we can honestly say, and we've been able to say this for a while, Connect is like no other conferencing webinar platform on the planet. None. I've seen them all. I've worked with them all. Some of them are obsolete, old, outdated. But what we have is pretty amazing, pretty amazing. And keep in mind, if you did have an issue, it's not like they're going to go in each individual account and repair or address that issue. They get the issues and they address them on all the accounts at one time. So you'll see them come in sometimes. You think nothing, and then one day, boom, it's been updated and everybody's issue is already resolved. So keep that in mind. Anyway, we won't be real long today because of what's coming on tonight. But I'm going to turn it over to Red, and he can give you the update for the week, and then we'll let Oscar Meyer here have something to talk about.
Yeah, thanks very much, Marty. I'm just texting Chris because he's been a complete before I get going. Okay, guys, how are you? Good to see both of you once again on Onpassive 360. Very exciting day, like Marty said. Big corporate webinar. In fact, it is the biggest one of 2024. Yes, it might be the first one, but it's certainly the biggest one of 2024. So exciting. We don't know what the agenda is for tonight on the corporate webinar, but one thing is for sure, whatever whenever Ash Mufareh comes to the table, it is always big news. As he always says, only good news in Onpassive. So let's take you back over 7 days then in Onpassive. And 1 whole week ago, 7 days ago, guess what? We had the man himself on our 360. Ash Mufareh came on. Towards the end of 360, if you remember, we were stringing it out a little bit until he came on. But what a fantastic time we had with him. And he really was just bringing us up to date with what happened and all these details, by the way, of what he said are in your OFounders back office underneath the update section. You can scroll down and find those yourself. These were written by Peter Surra, Janet Butler, Daryl Cook, and who else have I missed? Daryl Cook, Janet Butler, Dan Street. There you go. So you can recap them yourself. But the outline was that they wanted things to happen in 2023 towards the end because of third-party involvements. They didn't happen, but what it meant was that the beginning of this year, 2024, there's going to be a lot happening. And one of the things he said was that they need to do better on, and he understood this, was contact with his affiliates. And subsequently, he said that he was going to try his very best to make sure that he has contact with his affiliates at least twice a week. So far, since that meeting, we are bang on target and right on track. We've had several updates and notifications from him. And of course, we have the webinar. So that was Wednesday last week. Also, if you remember, we had the recap of 2023 from oMedia. I did another video of that as well, because if you remember the video, it flashed by pretty quickly, didn't it? You know, a lot of figures, a lot of numbers, and it really needed to be slowed down so that we could take in the enormity of what happened in 2023. So I did that video. That's actually on my YouTube channel and many others as well, if you want to grab it. But it really did emphasize the success of 2023 as far as a company was concerned. Did things pan out towards the end as we wanted? No, it didn't, but that was out of our control. But one thing he did say on 360 last week was everything is on track now. There's nothing that hasn't been able to be sorted, and the log jam, as I like to call it, okay, is firmly getting removed. So good news. Also, myself and Marty did a recap as well. That was on Thursday, and the written was put up in the updates as well. That happened on Thursday. Friday, there was a new part to the profile section in your ecosystem. This has subsequently changed again. The 2 areas for the nationality, your name on your national ID and the date of birth for your national ID were part of that, were taken away, and it only came up if you edited it. They've been put back in now. And if you, I'm going to say this to everybody who's out there, if you are one of the people, like I am, like Marty is, and like Chris is, who have no details in your profile section on your accounts, don't worry, okay? It is there by design. It is there on purpose. Why? Because they are working in that area, getting ready for O Verify. Okay, so if the details aren't there, don't worry about it. You can actually check your details if you really, really wanted to make sure. You do that by going into the OES app on your mobile device, go to the profile section, again, top right-hand corner, open up that profile, and if you click edit, okay, all your details come up on there. So if you just ever wanted to check them to make sure, just for your own peace of mind, that's how you can check where they are and what they look like. Okay, so they are still there, guys. They're just not on your desktop or laptop OES as far as a browser is concerned. Why? Because they're getting ready for the Verify, which is coming very, very soon. Saturday and Sunday was quite quiet on passive wise. We were getting through the weekend. The boys here were doing their daily lives, and many other people were doing their webinars as well with heroes on Sunday night. Monday, big day. It was Monday in Onpassive land. Why? Brand new website. For a starter, that came out really early. Again, I can't emphasize how much it is the importance of reading the terminologies in the new websites, guys. There has definitely been a shift in words that the company are using to explain themselves. How do I know this? All you need to do is go to the About Us section on the website and read it. Okay, they have new names, not new names per se, but they are definitely using different terminologies to explain themselves. It is our jobs as affiliates. Why? Because we are resellers of their products and services, to align ourselves with the same terminology that the company is using to talk about themselves. We should be doing exactly the same things. It is important because when you are speaking to somebody and explaining what Onpassive is, and they might be looking at one of our products and services, when they go to the area, and if you are using the same terminology as the company are using for themselves, it makes you look more professional. It certainly makes the company look more professional as well, because we are all on the same page. And it will certainly do you no favors whatsoever if you're using jargon and words that the company are not using anymore. So bear that in mind. A little bit of homework for you that you can do whilst we are in this transitional period at the moment. Also, we had a new pop-up in the ecosystem. Did you have a look at it? If you didn't, you should do, because boy, was it an exciting pop-up. If you remember all about it, it's happening, and it went through what is going to be happening very shortly in Onpassive. And when it says very shortly, it says good news of the year starting this week. Okay, so again, read what things are said, read between the lines, and you should be very, very excited about what was said on that pop-up. That was Monday as well. Also, there was a new Omedia video that came out on Monday as well, which was December. That came out, the December, what happened in Onpassive in December. These really are great ports of call again to refresh yourself of what happens through the month. They did it from September, October, November, and now December. So 4 months so far they've been doing that for. Also, Marty put a post in the update section on Monday as well regarding people who had purchased OConnect, but they weren't showing in the OConnect wasn't showing in your ecosystem, and the steps you need to take to help yourself get that rectified. That is in OFounders underneath the updates section. Yesterday, what happened? Brand new video from Omedia in collaboration with Supercars Magilist. Absolutely roaring success it was. Do you like that, Chris? A roaring. Anyway, really good, very well edited and put together. That was also put there. And we also got confirmation yesterday through Chris and Marty that there is a corporate webinar tonight. The time has changed from yesterday to today, but I can confirm it is going to be at 10 p.m. tonight. Details are already in the update section of your OFounders back office. And the last thing that happened yesterday was that our CEO released an AI video of himself. That's been posted out on social media now. Really good. He actually did say that this should have been released to us a couple of weeks ago, but for one thing or another, it didn't get to where it was meant to have been. But one thing it does show, guys, is how good the software that we are using to produce these AI videos is. These are the sort of things that oMedia are doing for other businesses as far as advertising is concerned, for their marketing, etc. And it really gives us, the affiliates, a fantastic insight to how oMedia is working. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys for another week in Onpassive. Things certainly are going to be coming thick and fast. That is for sure. So stay plugged in, stay updated, and you certainly won't miss anything. That's it from me. Back to you, Chris.
Well, thank you, Mr. Red. Thank you, Mr. Marty. Nice to see you on here. Love the music, Marty. I was busting a move there in the beginning, and a lot of people seem to enjoy that. Yeah, some people right now know you got a little bit of assignment to help us out with something. Send me that stuff or put it in the Omino group. That will help out good also. Couple things I want to say. Happy birthday. Now I forgot what the birthdays were, but happy birthday if you got a birthday today. Who's the guy over by you, Red? Azar or what's his name?
Azarkan.
No, not Azarkan.
Bobby Durag.
No. His wife has been up and down with health the last couple of years.
Azarkan.
That's his. What's his short for? What's his short? There's a short for
Azar.
All right, Azar. Sorry, Azar. Happy birthday, buddy, and anyone else that's got a birthday. Little things that happened yesterday. We had some things going on where and the two wonderful ladies I wanted to do a big shout out. Manu Miller, Julie Prairie, found out that it's not always fun and games when we're doing corporates and getting things together, because at the last minute things did change. And I want to thank both of you because you did an excellent job. You two are both going to be on the panel tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But I also want to say that Julie Pierre, because she had committed to this, is having a webinar with Dr. Bill at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight. Now, that link is going to be different now from the corporate, but she's going to do that. Go watch that. Excuse me. She'll take you right into the 10 o'clock big banger is what I call it. And it should be a lot of fun. But big shout out to those two girls and to everyone that helped out. And they found out late last night, this morning, that things change and you got to fix them pretty fast. So, and a good experience for everyone. And everyone thinks we're always having fun, but we're not. But it all worked out. I thought about it today about, what makes a home. And I think about Onpassive as a home. Is it the furniture? And we say furniture in a different way. Is it the roof you got on? Is it the grass? Is it what you have inside the house? What truly makes a home is people, families, a place where you can bring friends in, raise your kids, have fun with the pets. And that's what Onpassive is. And at the bottom, at the end of it, I even wrote this one down. A place to build memories as well as a way to build future wealth. All right, that's Onpassive. You got to look at us. We're global. My mailman's here. We are a global company. All right, we are in everyone's part of the world, and what I love it is the diversity, the different colors, the different languages, the different religions. All of us have the same goal. And that makes us the biggest and best family in the world. So I call the Onpassive ecosystem the greatest home that was ever built and designed by Mufareh. He brought in people, growths from all over the world. Anybody want to buy a dog? Brought him in from all over the world and said, listen, we want to help people. We want to create happiness. We want to create wealth. We want to create success. And by golly, that's what he's doing. Now, do I know what Mufareh is going to say today? I don't. I really don't. And I never want to. I like the surprise. I like the buildup. You know, that's the fun of it. Just come in there. I said to Marty this morning, I already got my popcorn and my ice water because I can't have no sugar, and I'm ready to go. And that's what this is going to be, the best ending of a movie you ever seen. And that's the way I look at it. I come into every single webinar, whether it's a corporate or just fun, the trivia, Julie's, all these webinars with an open mind that I'm going to learn something new every time I go on a webinar, not from the same person, from different people. And that's what we've done for me 3.5 years, for these two good looking guys here for 5+ years. That's what we've done. We have learned so many things from you individuals out there that keep us excited, that want us, that make us get out here every day and even get you more higher than you get us, if that makes any sense. We cannot do this. Ash Mufareh couldn't do this by himself. I'm going to tell you that right now. What he did is he found family. He found real family from all over the world. That isn't necessarily the same bloodline. He put us together and he said, let's do this. And by golly, that's what he's done. Some people are a little impatient. I get it. Understand it. It's okay, because you're going to forget about all that stuff. What he has to offer us guys was truly amazing the very first day that I got into Onpassive. I've been blown away ever since. Every morning I look up and I wake up just to look at my phone. What's happening today? Talking to Marty and Red every morning. Red gives me the updates on what's going on in the back office. Marty tells me about all the videos. And this is an average thing we do every single day. That's Ash. No. And once you realize that the path that we're on is such a beautiful place, you're going to forget about all those bumpy roads that you got to drive every single day, like to a job. I really can't wait to see the relief. I will be able to feel the stress and the relief off people's minds when this all really goes crazy, because I get the majority of these people say, Chris, I'm really hurting. I've got 100 orphanages a day asking me, Chris, can you help us out? I can't wait. I really can't wait to help all of you out. That's a promise. And guess this, what? You waited a long time for my magic bus, or whatever Marty calls it, a love bus or something. I don't know. I will be leaving Monday morning. I have my uncle's funeral on Saturday. Thanks for all the condolences, by the way. And Sunday I'm doing the finalize, and Monday morning you'll be seeing me in the bus doing a live with Marty at 10, and then I'm heading for Ohio. So you Ohioans, I'm hitting you first. Make sure you contact me. I'll be going up 75, finding places to stop, to shake hands, do some funny lives, experience. It's gonna be a riot, I think. I love it. I'll have my little dog with me, so if you don't like dogs, back up, because she's got big teeth. I'm joking. It's going to be fun. This is what Onpassive is, guys. Onpassive is fun. A lot of us stress out about a lot of things. Stop stressing. Enjoy what is in front of you. Enjoy the vehicle that you're driving in, because you're all about to be blown away. And I don't have a clue what the man's going to say tonight, but I think it's going to be exciting. Marty, Red, back to you.
What, am I going to wipe the blood out of my ears? Why are you screaming? Anyway, and you move around like Stevie Wonder. I can barely see you. I need Dramamine.
I'm going to be confined like this for a long time. So.
Oh, I can't imagine. Your bus is going to be doing this. Anyway, thanks, Red, for the update and all that. Listen, I don't like to say stuff that I'm not 100% sure of. I can tell you this. Opportunities go by for people, maybe one, maybe two in your whole lifetime, really. I've been lucky enough that opportunities came by because I'm the type that opens the door every time I see one. You will never, ever see an opportunity like this again. Never, ever. You don't have to stay. You can do what you want. Nobody's telling anybody to do anything. But I really want people to look at what's going on. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just look at what we've done. Look at the foundation the company has built. You don't do that if you're a flash in the pan. You do not do what they're doing daily. You just don't. And people that have joined Mr. Mufareh who did not need a job would not be here if they didn't see what this company is all about. I'm telling you. And they probably don't even know everything, all of them together. So really, we are in I'm so fortunate. I know everybody here that I know knows that, but we're learning all the time. Listen, do yourself a favor. If you could take a little nap tonight, do it. Come in fresh, open-minded. Ash says a lot of things, and at the end of the meeting, some people didn't hear certain things. I don't know what you're doing. Don't come in saying, I'm going to hear this. Come in and say, I want to hear everything he has to say. And then you'll find out that a lot of things are going to be dropped, I believe, tonight. So I'm pretty excited over it, and I know these two guys are too. You guys got anything else? Beautiful. Okay, everybody. I will record this, and we will put it on YouTube so anybody can watch it that didn't make it. Obviously, Ash isn't here because there's 714 people. That's okay. Hey, yeah. I almost was going to joke around and say he'd be here, but I thought, nah, it's not going to be funny. Anyway, we'll see you all at 10 o'clock tonight. There's other webinars going on. Go wherever you want to go. But I'm just saying, try to be fresh for 10 o'clock because this is the first one of the year, and this is planned. And I believe OConnect went really, really well today. So that's good news. And we're going to pack the house tonight at 10 o'clock. Anyway, see you all next Wednesday and definitely tonight at 10 o'clock. Adios.